as well get going, hadn't we?
Let's do it.
I'm Dan Watson.
Horse log it. Dirt.
You're getting so slack, man. You can't even do an intro properly these days. You've dropped the 10 set, much to the fucking audience's disgust.
Well, only one of the audience.
How big an audience do you think we've got?
Well, we've got at least double that. My mum watches. 10 set, RIP.
Oh, no, you're wrong. Well, I might have to get a new co-host.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
We'll all get the placards out at the championships, bring back the bloody 10 set. Let's get the guest in here, though, because you're boring me as fuck already. Max Déjé in the house. How you doing, bro?
Good on you.
Yeah.
Good evening.
Thanks for having me on the Dirt Podcast.
No, thank you for coming. Thank you for joining, taking time out of your day. It's not like we can offer you big bucks to come on the bloody show. And like we say, we're only doing it for the two viewers, Slogs' mum and the one viewer who's complained about him not having a 10 set no more. So be prepared, you're not going to get a 10 set tonight. Look, thank you again. Thank you for joining us. This is well, we met each other this summer, didn't we?
Yeah.
At the World Championships, both of us met you there for the first time, and hopefully it won't be the last time because you're a good lad to be around, Max. You're a good laugh and inspiring on the hill.
Yeah.
We'll talk about why you might be so inspiring on the hill. I mean, it's safe to say you're a colourful character, eh?
I try.
That's it. I mean, you looking at your. I won't go too much into the compliments. I'll take my brown nose out your ass in a minute. But you have a different way of looking at things.
I think yes.
Yeah. Maybe that you come across as quite a creative person. I'm assuming your work is quite creative as well.
Yeah.
But that comes through in your riding and, everything, your very being, from the way you dress to the way you decorate your board to the way that you look at terrain on a board and the tricks that you choose to do those. It's just a joy to see, other people like yourself. Emily's another one who looks at terrain a little differently and looks to do tricks a little bit differently. Adam David's another one.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean you're in esteemed company with them boys, that's for sure. But yeah, take us back if you will, Max. I'll let you get some airtime here. Take us back to bad, isn't it? Take us back to how did mountainboarding find you, Max?
Yeah, so I'm thinking of that last week. I think it's mountainboarding is half time of my life for now. I have beginning mountainboard at 12 years old. I have 24, so for now is half of my life. I have begun mountainboard at Compiègne.
Mm-hmm.
I was born in Compiègne, and I do some land kite with my father. A little, I don't love land kite a lot because don't love to have something in my hand. And one day I've seen just in a journal or a picture of the AMC. And my father said, go try that. I go to the park of Compiègne with the Atom 95.
Yeah.
It's not meant for the hill. And, the first people I've met is Ludo. And it was this man with this board. I don't know him.
Oh, big up to Ludo.
Yeah. And that's the start. And after I've ride 5 or 6 years at Compiègne, and after with my studio, I don't have ride a lot. And now it's been 2 years and a half. I live in Nantes, so near from LA, and I ride here every week.
So you've been quite lucky then to live close to Compiègne and now live close to LA.
I think I'm lucky to live near from Compiègne at 5-10 minutes in cars of the park. But LA Park is more a choice than the luck.
In that case, then that's living the dream. Then, if you can choose to live near good terrain, well,
Yeah,
that's all right.
And both parks are amazing, but totally different from each other.
Yeah, completely.
Yeah, Compiègne is a lot bigger. They don't have a lot of small feature, so it's a very good park if you want to do big kicker. Is the best place, I think. For me, LA is the best place because they have a lot of little things to do everywhere, just to chill and ride and do some creative stuff. The park is very inspiring me.
Mm. Well, that's it. Like you say, Compiègne, it is a world-class center there. The jumps are the absolute dog's bollocks, and the border cross track is just incredible as well. And to have that at your fingertips as a younger rider, and then go to LA. Okay, the like you say, some of the features are a bit smaller. But again, it's a little bit more creative with the space, and hey, man, that's obviously something that's attractive to you. But yeah, that again with your style of riding that seems to have developed in you, that's going to play to your favor as well. Being there, males obviously hitting it out the park. Well, the whole crew there are hitting it out the park with all the kids and the young'uns coming through. So do you get involved in the lessons and things at LA?
I'm not involved a lot in the lesson. I'll do a lot of course. When he can't do the course of the young people, I can take it if I'm free. But I'm involved because I do a lot of things in the association since last year. I do the communication stuff. I take the Instagram more and more because I want to do other thing like just don't do Instagram, so I do it. And I work on the park. On every park, if you go to ride every week, you need to just make the place beautiful.
Yeah.
And I make other things in the organization.
Yeah.
It depends on the day, on what it needs to do. But I'm a lot involved.
I see there's a new drop in.
It's not new. It's just the cover.
The cover, We went there obviously earlier in the summer, and there was a big hole at the bottom of it, wasn't there?
Yeah.
There are a lot of holes in this rolling. So this year we don't make event because we make a lot of module on the park. A lot of start just to do the same thing but with a better wood on for the French championship next year. We want to have a park with very clean, so we have to do a lot of work this year. We have a lot of work to do now, but we are in advance on the park.
I think 28th of June, was it? Something around there?
Yeah.
French champs?
Yeah, 27, 28.
Nice.
So does LA get good enough weather to run all year round, or do you have to close up?
No. We ride all year long. They're just last month. They're just running all the months, so we can't ride. But last year we ride all the year. They have something 1 week we can't ride because it's too much rain. But the most of the time we can ride on the park. The winter we don't ride all the feature, not at the same speed, but we can ride a lot and have fun.
So outside of, helping out at the LA park and that, what do you do for a living, Max? I mentioned earlier about your creativity.
So I'm a graphic designer and a motion designer. I'm at the beginning of my career, so I do a lot of little jobs to earn money. But I'm on creative jobs. So like my ride, I create thing like a logo on animation logo on a lot of just graphic stuff.
Yeah. See, I've kind of led you on to. Let's be honest, I know what you do for a living, but the listeners may not. So hence why I'm leading you down that path. But just for the listeners and viewers there, you had a hand in the design of all the Sonsi World Downhill Championship logos. We talk about the way you design your board earlier. I can see in the background of your room, we've got the palm trees there and stuff like that. So, you're visually exciting things seem to excite you is the point that I'm making from this. And that comes through in your riding and also in your video editing, haven't we? We've seen some cracking edits come from you over the last couple of years now. Any plans for sort of some long format, do you reckon?
Not for now.
Not for now.
I am thinking of big format, but I think it's too much work for me because I want to do all the thing very, very clean so it takes a long time. That for this I have do the Insta edit last week. Is to do for me, I can do more edit like that. So it don't they are not edit with the same details at my edit from last year.
Yeah.
So I can do more edit, not a big edit at all the time, but I do more edit. I'm in it. I can show more stuff, but I don't know. Big.
I mean, that works for us as the consumer. Like, it works for us because we get it all year round. We get more and more and more and more. But it's just an interesting topic there with the whole long term or long format sort of videos. We do seem to see them decline a little bit. And I suppose what I'm getting at is I think that you guys in France have got such a strong scene at the moment. I think France needs to do a decent edit. Maybe I'm suggesting 4 down or something like that, but yeah, I reckon there's some scope for a French long.
In LA we have David Kinveros, the guy who made the edit of the World Championship. He loved to do video for mountainboarding, and it's work. Me, I do this just for the fun. But one day maybe he do a longer project, like a documentary or other. But I think we need more longer format, but it's a lot of time to do. If I do that one day, I think I'm more in the documentary. I don't want to just show ride for 1 hour long.
Yeah. talking about your recent edits and that, you by the time this one goes out, I suppose it'll probably be a week or so ago. But as we recorded now, it was only a couple of days ago where you had an incredible trail to skate park. Is that trail to skate park just released? Now, your man who sat next to me on the other one, I know happens to absolutely go proper jizz fests over no complies.
Yeah, that no comply, that foot straight on the coping, quality. Really, really enjoyed it. Watched it numerous times in a row instead of working.
Yeah,
I like a proper foot stomp on a no comply, and you got it bang on that coping. I really enjoyed it.
The harder to do is 360 no comply. I wanted to do on the coping. On Miles say me, do on the curb, it's more easier, not on the coping.
Yeah. I particularly like the no comply drop. It's at LA. Now I've ridden that drop, and it's not a big drop, but it's a decent sized drop. But I like the way that in that particular you showed how you broke down doing that trick. You know, there was a couple of shots, wasn't there, of you sort of eyeing it up, doing it without a no comply, and then you stood at the top with one in the no comply, and then jumped into it before riding into it. And I think, Max, when I visit next year, in 24, you're gonna have to G me up on that, and I'll have a session doing that drop with you on a no comply, because I'm not massive on the no complies. I don't know why, but I reckon I want a piece of that.
It's not like you say, it's not a big gap. It's just in the head. You need to put your feet off just in the front of the gap. That's scary, but it's not so hard. The first time I have taken a lot of time to do it. Just stop in the front of the gap. Now I can just take the park and do a no comply without thinking about that. It's just normal for me now. But,
well, I guess so. You've probably done quite a lot of foot plant no complies by now, so you're definitely going to be more, what's the word, exposed to that trick.
Yeah, sure. I think no comply is my favorite tricks because I can do everywhere. If I do a no comply on the gap, if I do a no comply on the spine, it's not the same tricks. It's different to learn. So I love this tricks for that.
Now, do you think you're going to be in the future looking towards anything like Mowgli's? Do you know Mowgli from Portugal?
His tricks in flat.
Yeah. You see yourself going down that sort of technical route with them or anything?
What?
Well, some of his are quite technical with the spin, like big spins, and then he's even managed to do like a finger flip now, hasn't he, or a kick flip style one in them. But I'm just wondering, you know, like I reckon you got it in you, Max, to be varying those up in as you progress with it. You know, if you're now comfortable with doing no complies and, you know, not worrying about them, I reckon you can step it up. I reckon maybe a no footer, or, you know, there's lots of variants, isn't there?
Yeah, I want to do more variants. I've always thinking of a flip on Mountainboard, but I don't know why I can just make a flip, because the finger flip, like Brandon, is too hard for me. But Superman, I try to land it, but it's not. For this time, I'm not. I want to land it without cheating.
Yeah.
So it's much harder. I have learned one time on the bag, but I ride 1 meter. It's very hard tricks, but I want to do tricks we never see.
Yeah.
The tricks of Mowgli is the perfect thing for that. When I see that, you see these tricks on, you say, oh, it's possible.
But
It's
try
Mind blowing. It is mind blowing, but it's possible.
yeah,
Yeah.
but it's a lot of try.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I reckon. I wonder how many tries it took Mowgli to get that flip. Because yeah, I reckon there's a big battle been had there with that.
Yeah.
A big battle.
Yeah. One where if you see all the clips, you just see the sun moving across the sky.
Yeah. On a time lapse.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the other video you had there was last year's edit as well, and that was with the shirt, and that was an edit. Riding a lot around LA Park, wasn't it? Finished with you sitting in the chair with a beer,
Yeah.
I believe.
Yeah, sleeping summer.
That's the one. That's the one. Again, another cracking edit. So is that sort of, we see lots of Instagram reels off of you throughout the year, and then one decent chunky one at the end of every season, sort of thing. Is that where we're heading, I reckon?
Yeah, I wanted to do the same thing this summer. I don't find the time for filming.
Mm-hmm.
I love my edit from last year. I think the edit is perfect for me. I want to show that. So make an other edit after. I'm too much pressure. So the Insta edit is perfect for that. I can do other edit a little more little, but my objective,
Yeah.
yeah, my goal is to make a edit of other rider too, not just me,
Yeah.
because it takes a lot of time for me because I want to do new tricks at every edit. But it's very good when I do an edit. I take a lot of levels, so I love to do that. Like the edit of last week. Uh, it's my first edit in skatepark. I don't do a lot of skatepark before. I try to go every week since September. So when I shot the edit, I try to make new tricks that I've never done before or never done on skatepark. And the help the edit helped me to take a lot of levels after. Like on the edit, I do a lip slide on a big whale.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't do a lot of lip slide before.
So
On a,
is this a new learn this season then, or not a new learn, but dialed it this season?
it's a new learn. I do board slide since 1 year. Just last year, I do my first board slide. On this year, I do my first lip slide, and 1 or 2 sessions after, I've done it on a big whale.
Mayo seems to have a good little technique there of using the mattress to push in and out. He was working with I think a young girl recently, and he was pushing the mattress in towards the end of the towards the end of the rail, sorry. So as she was learning to board slide, if she fell off, she'd fall onto the mattress, and if she made it, she'd just ride away, like a mini airbag sort of thing.
Yeah, it's work fine. You just need to fall after the whale.
Yeah. Not before.
No, I'll do it one time. My first slip slide, I've just slide on the whale and hurt my leg on the whale. I don't go to the Mast West, but yeah, it's you. When I try to learn new tricks on a whale, the fall is not very hard, but the Mast West is more for the fear
Mhm.
to
Yeah.
don't be afraid of the fall.
Yeah, it gives you confidence.
Yeah, more confident. But for example, I learned board slide 270 out.
Mhm.
I'm learning these tricks, but I do this uh, without Mast West.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I'm not a lot afraid of this trick, so I do it on dirt.
Yeah. And yeah, so I suppose it's I think that LA again has some great smaller features there, including some small rails that are very rider friendly. Same as bugs. I mean, that's what you want at a center, isn't it? Do you get to ride when you say you ride the skate parks on a week? Is that with Mayo or with the crew from LA?
With Mail, we try to go at the skate park during the winter all weeks one time. But they have other people who come to the skate park. Victoria, a girl from the association, and Pierre. Pierre is a new member of LA, and it's work. He's done 5 sessions on a mountain board. He do board slide, he do 360, he takes the spine at the skate park. It's
Nice. Sign him up.
Yeah. Oh, well, I look forward to seeing him in the next champs then.
yeah, he can be very good. So yeah, they have other rider who comes. Last week I do a session at the skate park with Noé.
Mhm.
So yeah, we try to go to the skate park during the winter. We have the luck to have the hangar with a very beautiful place to do mountain boarding on skate park.
Yeah, I think it'd be. I've seen lots of footage of that park, and it does seem really super cool.
Yeah, we have a lot of things to do on mountain board. If you don't have a big level on skate park, you can do a lot of things on this skate park. So it's very good to learn to do mountain boarding on skate park because it's different riding. So this skate park is the best for that for me.
Yeah. So let's go back to this summer
Yeah.
when we met there at Compiègne. You did a trick there in the freestyle, which again I'd been eyeing up, but never actually went for it. But I wish I had done in retrospect. And that was the 50-50 stool on top of the container right in front of the judges' table. Like it could have knocked them off the back of it. It was brilliant.
Yeah. I don't want to do the competition because I don't love competition. I just want to ride with other people. Uh, but at the World Championship in the Open, we need to wait a lot on the top. So I don't love to ride like that, but I have to do two tricks, the 50-50 on the just in front of the judge, because when I come to the park, I see this quarter, the container, and I do that. I've never do a 50-50 like that before, but the sport is very good to do this.
Yeah, it's
I
asking for
do
it.
a 1 foot on the last table.
Mm-hmm. I think I remember walking across the park with Slogs there and looking at that, and the pair of us just both looked at each other and went, yeah, that needs to happen up there, doesn't it?
Yeah, clocked it straight off.
I tried to do the transfer, but looking back at from that quarter pipe across onto the big long bank. But on looking back, it's one of those things I thought, oh yeah, that would look good. And now I've seen the footage of it afterwards, and I'm not so sure it did look that good at all. But hey ho. But yours, however, did look good. I should have gone with that. So you say you're not one for competing as such. Did you compete in the French champs this year?
I do the same as World Championship.
Uh-huh.
At World Championship in the pro category, I was judge.
Mm-hmm.
For the French Championship, I do judge for the younger people on the girl. And after I have wide with the other people,
Mm-hmm.
but I have done the line complete.
Yeah.
So just wide for me. I bought my first 361 footer.
Nice.
That was my objective at the French Championship. So that was very good. And I bought judo on 1 foot on a line. So yeah, I'm try to win in the contest. But if I think about the competition, I'm too stressful and I do nothing. So I just try to do I just try to have fun on just that.
And how was the event, the French Championships? Because it was at the new Narana Riders
Yeah.
Park.
So we have do the freestyle on the new park the morning. On the afternoon, we have do a border cross on the whole park. On the new park, they have only freestyle for now because they built the park last year.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it's a very good. It's a very good park. When we go, there have a lot of rain before, so the speed was not the best. But when the speed is going to be better, the park is more rideable now, I think.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very good park. I think they have a vibe like LA, but
Okay.
it's not the same park. They have more kick, more table than LA, but they have a lot of small feature. They have a slope style with five table, I think. So it's a very good park. I think they made more events now because with the older park, it's much harder to work because they can't have a machine, bulldozer.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
So to work with the dirt is more harder, but no, they have this park and the place is beautiful. They do a lot of work on it, so yeah, they can do big events now.
Nice. I look, if all goes to plan, I shall be going past there at some point next summer. So I shall
Yeah,
look forward to stopping in.
maybe try to ask Antoine or no wider. They maybe make an event next year,
Uh-huh.
just for a little event for fun. I don't know if they make an event, but it's possible.
I mean, by mileage alone, it
Yeah.
would be my closest French park. And your Slogs. If we were to go across from Plymouth to Roscoff,
yeah.
I think it's about 2 hours from Roscoff. Would that be right? Something like that. So
yeah,
and
then LA's what, an extra hour on top of that?
Yeah, hour or two on that. Yeah,
that's good. And now you can do Narrow Rider after LA Mountainboard and after HXMTV on
yes,
the French coast.
They're all quite close to, well, not close together, but there's
2 or 3 hours.
Yeah.
Between the parks. So
nice little collection there.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we said this a couple of episodes back. France now has the most mountain board centers in the world. You know, it is the current capital of mountain boarding, in our opinion. Well, I say ours. I'm speaking for Slogs there. You know, the UK's only got the one left now.
Yeah, but I think in UK you have more riders.
Possibly, but I don't know. I don't know.
But yeah, we have a lot of park, and we have other people who make mountain board, like Vince at Sancy, who do mountain board in the mountain. But yeah, we have a big place in France to do mountain boarding on the park. I don't know if we have a lot of park because I don't know about Brazil and other.
Cool. Yes. They have a few over there, don't they? They do. You're right. I think we're still pretty safe on it. Matt's facts. Maybe Matt will correct us as to which country currently has the most mountain board centers in it. I reckon we're safe with France.
Maybe we have the more park in the small area. The 3 park on the coast is very near from each other. So,
well, I mean, back in our heyday, we had a similar thing in the Gloucester, Herefordshire area. So we had Bugs Boarding, you had Court Farm, and you had Out to Grass, and all 3 were like in a triangle with about 50 miles between each of them. You could have a great weekend hitting all 3 of those. That's for sure. But yeah, long gone are those days, I'm afraid. Excuse me. So
are you crying, Dan?
So yeah, that was a bitter pill to swallow that we've lost all those mountain board centers. So yeah, I mean, you're not so big into the competitive riding, but do like to ride in the big groups with everyone.
Yeah, I try to do a lot of contests just because I love the mountain boarding family and ride with other people. But me, I ride just for the fun, and if I want to do something like competition, for me, the edit, because they push me at the next level.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want to do all contests I can do because it's so much fun to see all the people you see 2 or 3 times in year. But we have a lot of good moments in contest. If I don't do competition, it's don't change anything because I can just ride with other people. And now I'm more like a judge when I go to the competition because I can judge on if other people want to do the competition. I can just make that for the other kind of wide.
So I did a bit of judging back in the day, and it's always a nice way to be a spectator.
Yeah.
But it's putting it very lightly. I mean, and not giving any credit whatsoever to the judges for the job that they do, because it is an incredibly important job, and it is obviously, well, it's certainly very important to the riders who are in the competition. That's for sure. So yeah, well, thank you on behalf of the riders for putting the time in and working behind the scenes, because without people who are motivated to put a little bit more into the community, like yourself, mountain boarding ceases to exist. If Matt Bryn didn't go with work the ATBA so hard over the last 8 years or whatever, it would have dropped away. And people like Matt and Eamon and the crew that work on these competitions. I mean, geez, some of them don't even ride. Like Slogs' wife there, Claire, bless her, she comes along to the competitions and sits in a tent all day looking at a computer screen, and she does that probably all day during the week as well.
Yeah, and a big shout out to Lee and Ayla as well for doing that over this side.
Yeah.
Not mountain boarding themselves, but just doing it for the love of mountain boarding.
That's it. If it were just riders, you wouldn't have a competition without people that were putting in, doing the double time as such. Yeah, I think where are we at now? So I happen to know that there'll be a very large gathering happening at Bugs Boarding this summer, called the UK Champs. Max, got a passport?
Can you repeat, please?
Have you got a passport?
No.
No.
No, but I was thinking of that with Margot, I think. I need to make my passport. And if I have the money next year, I want to go to Bugs. It's definitely a park I want to ride. And it's not so far from here, but I just need more money for go.
Yeah, yeah. It's nothing is cheap these days. But I tell you what, Max, I think you'd have a lot of fun at Bugs. There's some features there that are right up your street.
Yeah, I'm just thinking the lily pad. I'd like to see what trickery you get up to on the lily pad.
Yeah. Yeah, the ollie on, ollie off whale tail lily. Oh, it's not a whale tail, it's flat. But that's a good one. In fact, the platform through the arch of the bushes over the pond, I reckon it'd look good. No complying over that gap. You'd have to be going some speed with a big.
Oh, that'd be cheeky. That would.
Yeah, it's a big one. It's a big one. More like, I'd say, almost like a boneless, isn't it? Really. You need to boneless it.
Boneless is harder for me.
Is it?
I don't know. With the speed, I have the impression I do a boneless, but don't take longer. If I do a no comply, I just have the impression I do just a normal jump.
Yeah. I suppose you could do like late grab it, couldn't you? Rather than grabbing it in the skate style when you're still on the floor. If you do your no comply and then late grab once you're up in the air, that should give you a little bit more.
That can be very cool.
Yeah. So what can we expect from you this next season? We've just had maybe a visit to Bugs if money and passport happens.
For the next season, I'm going to work a lot for the French Championship. I want to, in French people, we don't have a very, very good organization of the competition. The event is very good, have a very good organization all the time, but the competition is maybe it's not always the same. It's not it's not clean for me. So I want to take all the work Matt do in UK Championship and adapt it for the French Championship and make something we can use later at the other French Championship. to have something who was always the same. I want to take the judge before the competition for just see with the judge all the thing he need to do on the competition, on the communication for the people, on all the organization. That's a lot of work I want to do for the French Championship. I can do I have to do communication too of the event. Maybe we start in a little of communication in January or February. But yeah, I think it's a lot of the work I do next year. I want to do more edit for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know why I want to do on edit next year, but it's going to.
I've got a feeling, Max, that you could quite easily put together for want of a better term, a little weekender at LA, a bit like Dream Teas and Jam. Do you know this competition that we have in the UK? Where the whole, yes, it's a competition, but it's not a competition because it's more of just a jam session with recognition to riders. And the emphasis is kind of more on fun and trying maybe more technical tricks or pushing your own boundaries without the fear of that I've only got 2 or 3 judged runs. So if it's say you have 20-minute jam on a couple of features, you might have 10 attempts at that, but you could be trying one trick and battle that the whole time, but because it's such a good technical trick, you walk away with the recognition of your peers because it's all rider judged. And it's a good way to
There's no pressure there at all.
Yeah. And it showcases creativity in the riders.
Yeah, I definitely want to do the Dream Teas and Jam. The event seems to be very good. I have some idea to do thing like that at LA.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what you call it, and Taste de Cafe and Tarte Framboise or something, but
I don't know for no. I don't make an event like that next year because we have the French Championship.
Yeah,
it's a lot of work, but maybe one day I do a more fun event. But I have a lot of idea for this event, but it's not the time now. So maybe the year after, I don't know.
Yeah.
Right. So remind us again where and when the French Championships are, so everyone can book their holidays when they go to work tomorrow.
27th and 28th of June.
Yeah, 27th, 28th June of next year.
Next year, 2024.
LA.
At LA Park.
Yeah.
Nice.
Get your holidays booked.
Oh, it's a beautiful place there. I'd like to get back out there. I did sort of float the idea to the wife about a little solo run out there, and she said, "Oh, tell me the dates in advance," but it's right on near my oldest birthday, so I don't know whether I'm going to get it.
Yeah, we did go there, but we stopped there overnight, and we spent 14 hours there, including sleep, so we didn't get a lot of riding in, but I'm so glad we made the effort to get down there.
Yeah, I want to go there and ride it with you guys.
Yeah, because we had the place to ourselves, didn't we?
That's it, with yourself, with Margot. Who's the other organizer of LA? I always forget his name.
Margot is the organizer of HXMTB.
No. Mael, who was the other? There's another person with Mael who runs LA Park. His
we have
pictures on the
we have we are four to organize the association. So Maël, me, Melen,
right,
and Manon.
Manu. Okay. Yeah, to come back and to spend time with you guys riding there would
At
be
your own part.
yeah, would be an
When we
absolute
want.
dream. I'd like that to happen a lot.
We have a lot of people who just come one weekend in the summer. This summer, I think maybe not all the week, but a lot of weeks that a rider who come to ride with us from France, from Belgium, from there are a lot of riders who pass every time the summer.
Oh man, to sit and relax around that long table with some nice fresh bread, some
Yeah.
French cider, maybe a
them
baked
trees.
camembert or two,
Yeah.
and session that place is just going to be a dream.
The place is good, not just for a ride, but it's place for everything. You can just stay at LA and it's good. The park is very beautiful. You are just fine at the park. You don't need to go. You ride and after you have some vibes
Yeah.
who are very special.
Cool. Well, look, before we sign off, is there anything that you wanted to talk about that we haven't covered here at all, Max?
Yeah, I want to say for the Sensi Superbest event,
Mhm.
they have a longer version who go online. I don't know if not a lot of people have seen this edit.
Mhm.
So I want just to talk about that. Go watch this edit. It's 4 or 5 minutes. It's a longer version of the Super Best event. It's a very nice video.
Yeah, it is up on the YouTube. If I remember, I'll try and put the link in the comments.
Yeah.
Right there.
We'll also, and I'll remind myself now of this so that this comes back in when I'm editing it. I'll also try and put. Are yours listed up on YouTube now as well as on Instagram?
I think YouTube, yeah.
I'll try and put
I
the
think I
links to those
put
as
on
well.
the short version.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That downhill event at Super Best was amazing.
Yeah.
Like just everything about it, having the lake down at the bottom, it just so good.
Yeah, man.
Thoroughly
Hats off
enjoyed that
to Vince.
with the kids riding, all the learn to ride bits, the airbag going off as well.
That's it.
Like it was a really, really good event and really well put together, slick.
Yeah, Vince, I've done a lot of work on this event, but he was lonely at Superbus.
Yeah.
So a lot of French rider help him to make this event because it's a big event. I've helped him with the communication, visual thing, and other things like that. Even do the start uh, on find people for do the freestyle show. So we have helped him a lot, but he do a very great work on this event. It's a very special event because you are not on a park of mountainboard. You are in the middle of the station. Yeah, it's a good remember when I go to the restaurant with all the French crew. We take a long table, and yeah, it was very cool.
Mhm. Yeah, it was like definitely a above par competition. That was, the hospitality shown by by the resort, the station themselves. The
It was also the fact that because it was a public area, the public were watching, like they were just walking up and seeing it for the first time, whereas like they were just bumping into the sport. Whereas at events held at a mountain board centre, you're not going to get that interaction with the public. And that's what made it really good. I felt it showed mountain boarding to a lot of the French people who would never have seen it before.
Yeah. On after the event, the resort talk with Vince. The resort is very happy about the event. All the restaurants and bar are very happy too, because there are a lot of riders who come on every place in the resort. So yeah, after the event, the resort, Vince is going to do École de Mountainboard d'Auvergne, so mountainboard school of Auvergne in Superbest.
Yeah,
so
Brilliant.
after the World Championship freeride, they give him the opportunity to do more mountainboard in the station.
Yeah.
So
Well, it's funny. I had a message today from a friend that I have that we went to stay in, who lives in the Auvergne there, maybe 40 minutes from Superbest or so. And he sent me a message a week or two ago, and I have now forwarded this on to Vince. So Vince, if you're listening, I hope you've acted upon this information. But I got an email saying that there's a mountain bike park there wanting to build a slope style park and wants mountain boarders input into it. So I've linked them up. Hopefully Vince will go over and chat to the people there, because it'll be another place in the area there that are, is wanting to have mountain boarders as part of their daily users. And that's got to be encouraged, even if it just means, going and breaking a bit of bread with the people and introducing yourself, so that when other mountain boarders go past, they might get to ride it and encourage it in the area. That's great news, though. Vince, I hope that Superbest kicks off with some great kids. I'm envisaging kids learning how to mountain board on the slopes that we rode, because it's perfectly feasible right in that middle station.
Another place, it's they have a place between the camping and the place wide, with hills more. It's not like that. It's more like that.
The more gentle hill. Yeah, I remember the one.
Yeah. Like a blue run as opposed to the red, or a
is that. So they have a lot of places who can do mountainboarding in the resort. So
Brilliant.
the resort is happy after the event. It's very good to know we have show your sport to a lot of people on the resort. After that is happy. So
well, I tell you what, if the competitions, if it's as good as it was when we went out there, I'd love to go back and do it all over again. That's for sure. It was proper good fun. I think we might well see. We'll definitely have to have some different categories for the break and no break.
Yeah, I think too. Vince, they have a discussion on how the competition thing for the free ride. I don't participate because I don't do free ride, so I don't want to give advice because I don't have. But Vince say a lot of time before the competition they don't have to a break category and a breakless category. So the communication was like that. So we have done like that. But yeah, I think in the if we do a World Freeride Championship, we need to do a break category. It's,
yeah. And
it's
there's no
not the
stopping
same
people
one.
from competing in both categories. So, anyhow, food for
Great
thought.
event.
Yeah, but we are little sports, so we need to just learn how to do competition. And we don't win a lot in competition, so it's not very stressful if we do some mistake on organization of competition.
It was a great event. Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
I thoroughly enjoyed my whole time there.
Yeah, definitely a cracking event. But yeah, as with all events, there's always stuff to be learned.
Yeah.
Every day, or every day is a school day, is a phrase that we have in England. I don't know if you have it over there. But yeah, it's definitely stuff to be learned, stuff to be improved. But yeah, perfect. Well, look, if that's I think we've pretty much covered most bits there, Max.
Max, do you want to give us a shout out to any of your riders?
Yeah.
I don't
Anything for your French crew that you want to say? Or just call Sloggett an idiot in French, but he wouldn't understand?
Yeah, I can say one thing. Je n'ai pas de poisson. There
I want to Google translate
are
that.
people who can understand.
Yeah. I'm sure that there's an in joke there somewhere. It's as if I've heard that phrase before.
Yeah, I think the Ash I have met Ash in 2017. On at the moment he go to me and say me that, and I don't know why.
I think that's the only sentence he knows.
Yeah. Maybe. At the end of the trip, he know 2 or 3 sentences more in French.
Perfect. Well, yeah, on that bombshell, we're gonna call it a night there, if that's all right with you, Max. I can't wait to see you again this summer, bro. I can't wait to ride with you again.
Yeah, it'll definitely be on French soil. Maybe, hopefully, we get you over here to the UK as well.
Yeah, please keep putting the content out, because like we all freaking love it. We all love it, and to get to see you ride and the crew that you ride with on a regular basis, pushing your own boundaries. It's inspiring for us mortals who are just trying.
Yeah, and this year we have a lot of new people in the LA Park, so we can do a lot of content with beginner. So it's good to see new people to the sport too.
Yeah, exactly that.
Yeah, that's it. Keep stoking the future. So, Max, thank you very much for this. Has been.
See you later, guys. Really enjoyed that.
Yeah. See you later, dude.
See you later.
Way aye, man. That was dead canny as out, that like. Cheers for tuning out to listen. Now, before you gan yem, don't forget, if you want to keep getting doing with the Dirty Dirt fun, like and subscribe. Get amongst it. Shy Ben's getting out.